Yeah. Welcome to all of you. So in the last class, we have completed till Sutra number 21. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what we discussed there, so mainly we were discussing about that the Vastu, the object is different. Chitta, he is different. Purusa, he is different. All are the separated. Okay. So the Chitta, because Chitta, he is limited. That's why sometimes he get information, sometimes not. But the Purusa, he is aparinami. He is Prabhu. That's why always Sada Gyata. Always he remembers all the things. Chitta Vritti. All the Vrittis he remembers. Positive or negative. Sutra number 19, it is telling Tatsavabhasam. That the Chitta, he has got his own luminous, own light, own consciousness. As like a moon, as moon has no his own light, he is just reflecting sun's light. The same our chitta also, because it is drishya, because it is rooted. Sutra number 29, ek samye chobhyanav dharanam. Because one in a single time, chitta cannot get information about the object and himself also. As our eyes can't see their self, as same chitta also cannot see. He can, but at a single time, only one function he can do. So that's why chitta, it is also the proof that chitta is different from the purusa. Purusa is different, chitta is a different. Sutra number 29, Chittantra Drisya. If we understand one chitta, another chitta's object, Drisya, then what will happen? His all thoughts, all memories will be his objects. And who is observing his chitta? Another, the same concept is there, buddhi, another his understanding, he will get that information, and his understanding, the another chitta, he will get information. So accordingly, that ati prasanga, that those will come, and because of that things, smriti sankarasya, the confusion in the memory will be created. That thing we have understand. Okay. So we are going to start from Sutra number 22, our today class. And I think today is Sunday. Yeah, I will give my best in 1 or 1.5 hours. Today we can complete this chapter there. Let's see if you are with me, then I can cover easily. Okay, respond fastly without wasting extra time. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
Sutra number 22. So knowledge of its own nature. So here, then how we can get the knowledge of the chitta? So buddhi samvedana. So buddhi samvedana meaning knowledge of the buddhi, the chitta. How we know? So chitte, it is chitte. Please be don't confuse. It is not chitte. Chitte, chitte. So chitte word is used for the purusa. For what? Whom it is used for? Chittehe, it is Purusa. Okay. So now first he's telling about the qualities of the Purusa again here. So Chitte, he is aprati sankramaya. So it meaning aprati meaning no any movement. Sankramaya, not enrolling any kind of activity as like CCTV camera. CCTV camera just record the things what is happening front of him. CCTV camera just recorded. He is not reacting anything, but he is observing everything. It is surety. That's why our soul also, he is noticing all kinds of rithis. So soul is free from all the activities. He doesn't participate in any kind of activity. So here he is telling tadakar pattau. Tadakar meaning so the reflection of the chitta. Tadakar pattau. They are telling all form have accomplished. So whenever the chitta, sorry, the purusa, he is getting touch with the chit, then what will happen? So because of that, because of the consciousness of the purusa, chitta is reflecting. So in the dark, so just imagine the universe. Okay, one astronomer is in the traveling out of the earth because light is not reflecting on the moon. Then what he will say, I cannot see anyone here. Nothing is here, darkness is here. But when he receives the lights of the sun and the sunlight is reflecting on the moon, and then that same light reflecting on the astronomer, then he is telling, oh, there is moon. I can see the moon. But actually moon has not his own light. He is just reflecting the sun's light. The same thing here. Chitta has no any own light. He is just reflecting. Whenever he is tadakar patta, whenever he is getting touch with the pure consciousness, as like a the moon is getting touch with the sunlight. The same, the chitta, he is getting touch with the pure consciousness. Then he is also reflecting like that. Then we can get the information about the chitta, and that kind of misunderstanding also created. As we also get the misunderstanding that moon has the light. Moon is reflecting light at the night. It is not moonlight, actually it is sunlight. Okay, so that information we get the knowledge about the chitta. Okay, yeah. One of you, can you please conclude this sutra?
Yes, sir. The sutra is sutra number 22. Chitte prati sanka mayas tad aka akara apattau swabuddhi samvedanam. So that means here, uh, actually the chitta has no movement, but the soul is participating in all the activities. So here the consciousness of the uh, purusha, what is there, it is reflected by the chitta. That means chitta has, it has no nothing, but the consciousness of the purusha will make the chitta reflect. As you have given the example of in space, moon does not have its own illumination, but when the sunlight reflects on the moon, it also illuminates. That is how the chitta has its no movement and no identity of its own, but when it takes the consciousness of the purusha, then it starts reflecting. That is what I understood, sir.
Very good, ma'am. Very nice. Next sutra. Sutra number 23, it is apprehension of mind. So it is that sometimes we understand that Chitta is consciousness, sometimes we understand it is not conscious. That confusion it is. What Chitta is actual, many of the yogis, they are also still confused. So only in the Samadhi state, we can get this, the difference, what is the actuality, we get to know about it. So Maharshi Patanjali, because he was a great sadhak, that's why he knows very well. That's why he explained that formula here. That drishti, drishyayo, meaning drishta meaning purusa, drishya meaning prakriti, paroktam, chittam, sharvartham. So here he is telling, so yes, generally we agree that Chitta, he is the Drishya. But he, because he is very close with the Drashta also, he is very close with the Drashta, pure consciousness. That's why his reflection also we can see as we get the reflection of sunlight on the moon, and we get to know that oh, moon has also the light. That kind of information we get at the night time also. We are telling that moon is giving lights. So it means what is telling sarvartham. Sarvartham meaning that all kinds of activities, mind meaning chitta, he does. It means, so whoever the close na, that's another example, the secretary. Secretary is also as like the prime minister, because who is the prime minister secretary, all the activity, because prime minister cannot maintain the record. So most of the activities his PN handle, his secretary handle. So whom, where prime minister has to go, whom he should meet, this time where he will be, all the schedule he maintain. So that's why he's telling the Chitta is also like that. So Chitta, he's very close with the consciousness and he's rooted also. That's why both functions he does together. That's why this word sarvartham word is here. Chittam sarvartham. So sometimes consciousness, sometimes non-consciousness, all kinds of functions, that kinds of things we can notice in the chitta. Okay, yeah, one of you please conclude this sutra.
Sir, here the next sutra is Drishta Drishya Aparaktam Chittam Sarvartham. So here, when it comes to Chitta, many yogis are confused. What is Chitta? So only in Samadhi the actual nature of the Chitta is known. So that is basically it is the apprehension of the mind. So Drishya, when he is close with Drishta, the Chitta is very close with the consciousness, and it is also rooted in the consciousness. So this is how the mind, which is colored by the seer, and the seer, it is all apprehensive. That is what it means.
Okay, next sutra, sutra number 24. So it is about the another quality of the chitta. So first you have to understand what is sanhatyakaritvat. It is important word on UGC exam point of view also. What is sanhatyakaritvat? Sanhatyakaritvat meaning that things the many things which are doing together, it means that things is for the others. Just for example, a home. How a house is preparing. Labor is making the walls. Woodcutter is making the gates. Iron man he making the grills. Plumber he makes the that 28 extra. All the other water. Electrician he added the electricity in the house. So here, so many persons they contributed to complete a house. So the concept is behind that whenever many things they work together, it means that the another person he will use that things. So who will stay in the house, he will use all that kind of luxurious, all that kinds of things. Understand? The same, the another example, water. ठीक है, water, vegetable, fruits, all these are the which we can eat. So the another person he will take that food, no? The vegetable cannot eat their self. It means they are for the others. Same thing here. Chitta. Chitta, it is made from the senses, sense organs, because it is product of the prakriti. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic gunas are here, and it is for the Purusha. Because already we know that prakriti has the two major functions, bhogaha and apavargaha. Bhogaha means it serves the pleasure to the Purusha. Apavarga meaning the same prakriti. It helps to attain Kaivalya to the Purusha. Okay, so that's why here in this sutra, Sanghitakaritvat word is used for the Chitta. Okay, now Tat asankhye, Tat meaning in the Chitta. So in the Chitta there is asankhyen. Asankhyen meaning thousands of crores. Unlimited, infinite, asankhye. Vasana bhi, asankhye. Vasana meaning thousands of vasanas are present in Chitramapi. They are in the Chitta. We can see. It means thousands of karma sanskaras, thousands of vasanas. The Chitta he carries, and accordingly that happiness or sadness, good or bad, whatever according to our karma sanskar, according to our vasana, it happens with us. Our destiny will decided because of karma sanskaras. So parartham. So parartham is the, so it is also for the Purusha. So it means the Chitta, he is the rooted, he is the product of the Prakriti. He is Sanghitakaritvat. He carries many karma sanskaras, vasanas. It means Chitta is different and Purusha is different. So as like Prakriti has two functions, Bhogaha and Apavargaha. Same Chitta has also two functions, Bhogaha and Apavargaha. Bhogaha, he will that serve the things. Apavarga, he will be responsible for the liberation. It is the meaning of this sutra only. Yeah, one of you, can you please conclude this sutra?
Yes, sir. Tat sankhye vasanabhir chitram mapi parartham sanhatya karitvat. So here sanhatya karitvat is that those many things which are for others. So the chitta is the is made from the sense organs and is the product of prakriti. So its function is bhoga and apavarga. Similarly, the purusha's purpose is to serve the others. For example, there is this saying called idam shariram parupkaram. So that means this body is also not for ourselves, is not to seek the pleasures, but to serve the others. So that is the essence of the existence. So tada is that Sankhya innumerable. So the innumerable vasanas which are residing, the different types of vasanas, these karma sanskaras, and all that we are going through, to know that these are all for the sake of the Purusha. That means for the Purusha to get liberated. But we get stuck in the routines of the experiences.
Very good, ma'am. Sutra number 25. Then, now, okay, now the concept of Chitta it has over. Now next stage, and now it is easy to understand also. विशेष दर्शन है आत्म भाव भावना विनिवृत्ति ही. So Vishesha Darshan meaning after the self-realization or after the Vivekjyana, Vishesha Darshan, that special kind of vision, only we can attain after the Vivekjyana, after the Ritambara Pragya, after the Sampragyata Samadhi. Then what will happen? Atma Bhav Bhavana. What is Atma Bhav Bhavana? It means who I am. Who is God? What is my purpose? What is goal of my life? Why this universe is created? That kinds of questions. So most of the sages, they give their life to search who I am only. So that is that kind of untold questions, untold answers, which no one is not knowing the actuality of that things. Really, whatever we are reading, who I am, oh, I am really soul or not? Doubt? 100% sure? No, we are just believing our text. Oh, in the text, I noticed that I am the soul. Bhagavad Gita is telling I am the soul. That's why I am also believing I am the soul. We are just blindly following. But Vishesha Darshan, after the self-realization, after attaining the Viveka Khyati, that it will be surety. Actually, you will know who are you. Atma bhav bhavna vinivrittihi. That kinds of confusion will out. So very clear what is the actuality. Why I got birth. Why this thing is happening with me. What is the goal of God? What is the goal of this universe? When Pralay will be there? When the new Yug will be there? What is the goal of the life? What are the functions of the God? Why God created this world? That kinds of untold questions we got to know. This is the meaning of this sutra only. Yeah, one of you please conclude this sutra. Yes, please.
विशेष दर्शनः आत्मभाव भावना nivrittihi. So here vishesh is the distinction. Darshana is the one who sees. So Atma Bhavana is the self-consciousness which experiences. And Vrittihi is the complete cessation. So these self-conscious, the Purushas, it ceases completely for the one who sees the distinction. That means the one who's actually seeing the distinction, that completely ceases in the case of the Purusha. Is it right, sir?
Yes. Next sutra. Yeah. Sutra number 26. Now here he's telling tada, then Vivekjyana. After that also, if Vivekjyana Nimnam Kaivalya Pragabharava Chittam. So what will happen? Because in the state of Vivekjyana, all the knowledge yogi get to know everything about this material world also and spiritual world also, about this universe also, other universe also, all the galaxy also, all the information yogi get to know. Now question is here, same Bhasmasur, he got the power, he got the Ravana, he got the power, Hiranyakashipu, he got the power. The same here, all the powers, all the things yogi has. Now here is the two conditions. First, he will attach with the power. Second, he will detach with the power. So in the case of Ravan, he attached with the powers. That's why he fall down from his goal. The same condition Hanumanji, he was also the same stage, but he was detached with the powers. No any kind of egoism, fully surrender to the Lord Rama. After getting all powers also, it is not easy. Without power, all appreciate the seniors. But you have the much more power. Either you are appreciating not seniors, juniors also. So what is the same thing is telling Vivekjyana. So you are not attaching with that things. Then only possible, then you can attain the Kaivalya. Otherwise, no. If you attached, if you getting egoistic personality, if you are living showing life, oh I can do, I can be invisible, I can fly in the sky, no one can kill me. That kind of, if you attached, then Kaivalya Pragabharam. Attached, Kaivalya will not be there. If you detached, then you will get the Kaivalya. In Atpardipika, the beautiful sloka is there. That is, हट विद्या परम गोप्याम योगिनाम सिद्धमिच्छिताम भवेत वीर्यावती तु गुप्ता निर्वीर्या तु प्रकाशिता. Very, very beautiful line it is. First chapter it is. What is the meaning of it? That Bhavet Viryavati, if you make your Siddhi Gupta, if you make it silent, keep secret, then Viryavati, it will increase. And Nirvirya tu Prakashita. Prakashita meaning if you release, then Nirvirya, its effect will reduce. The same thing here. If you attached with the Kaivalya, power will be reduced. Again, you will go to the Ekagrata state and then Vikshipta state. And if you continue detach, then you will go to the Niruddha state. That is the Kaivalya state. Okay, one of you please conclude this sutra.
Tada viveki namna Kaivalya Pragharam Chittam. So here that when that Vivek, that means that distinction, the knowledge of discrimination is attained, then the Chitta is driven towards the Kaivalya state. So as long as that Vivek Buddhi is not there, then to attain Kaivalya is not possible, because then we get stuck with the pleasures and the experiences, and we dwell in that. So to move ahead, we need to detach from all the siddhis. That means everything that we have attained so far, even the Kaivalyam also we'll have to release to be able to remain in that state of Kaivalya.
Very good. Next sutra. Actually, the meaning is very simple, but sometimes the written format is little complicated. Yeah. Actual meaning is very easy to understand. Yeah. Sutra number 27. Yes. So, in that stage, how the yogi will react? What will happen with that yogi? The question is that. So, here is telling Tachidresu. In that samadhi stage, it meaning the samadhi stage. That yogi has attained the Kaivalya. Sorry, not yogi has attained the Vivekjyana, Vivekjyati. Now, which kind of karma he will be? Yes, please answer. Please answer.
Nishkama.
Yeah, according to Yogdarshan, Asukla Akrishna karma.
Ash-
Yes.
And
Ashukta. Yes.
what are the quality of the Asukla Krishna karma? Yes, please.
There is no
No,
difference. That black,
undisturbed by
there's no difference in the
anything.
good and bad.
They are free from the karma sanskaraj, the major things of that. As Krishna also told, na, that you killed, if without detachment you will killed, that effect will not be on you. You are killing, but either you will not get that karma sanskar, because niskam bhavana, with your dutifulness, you are doing this thing. So here, what he is telling, Mahasi Patanjali is telling, Tachidresu. Now yogi has attained the Kaivalya, sorry, Vivekjyana. Vivekjyana he attained, but his life is still pending because previous karma sanskaras are still there. He controlled the present karma sanskaras. Previously, it's still pending. So I become sadhu from today. Previously, whatever I did, I have to complete that things. Otherwise, I cannot attain the moksha. The same thing here. Now, here yogi has become fully sadhu. That sadhu, that yogi who is doing always good, asukul akritan karma, that karma will not bound him. But previously, karma sanskaras he has to face. Presently, he controlled, but previously, he has to complete. The concept should be clear, okay? So in that stage, in that samadhi stage, then Partyantrani sanchakarebhyah. Other partya meaning gyan, the knowledge, the things, what is happening with him. Sanchakarebhyah, previous by the past sanskaras, he is getting things, the pleasure, the sorrow, whatever things, the sanskaras, accordingly he is getting that things. This I am getting, oh, I am getting the powers, I am getting the achievements, I am getting the siddhis. So, because of the previous sanskaras, because presently no sanskaras are making, but previously are there. That's why previously karma sanskaras are responsible. The knowledge of the Purusa presently, during after that period, after the Samadhi, this is the meaning of that. He's telling Pratyaya still arise, the Pratyaya Gyan. So that Gyan, the cause behind the Karma Sanskaras, which we have done previously. Okay, yeah, please conclude this sutra.
So Tachidreshu Pratyantarani Sanskarebhyah. So it is a period. It is a period even after the yogi has attained samadhi. The previous sanskaras still continue to play till they are exhausted. So that means that sometimes we wonder that why something is happening to even the great yogis is because of the previous samskaras which are still at play. Until they don't exhaust, that will continue to happen, even though the yogi is not making any new sanskaras after he's attained samadhi. But because of the previous impressions which are there, have to exhaust, because that is the route that they have to exhaust, and once they, then the yogi becomes free.
Very good, ma'am. Next sutra, sutra number 20. So today we'll complete. Yeah, our speed is going nicely. Sutra number 28. Now, what we should do, that karma sanskara, because they are the obstacles. We know, na, karma sanskar. What is the yoga definition? Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. We have to nirodha the chitta vritti. So now, previous karma sanskaras are the chitta vritti. So until they are not nirodha, we cannot attain the Kaivalya. The same thing he is telling, Hanam esam kalesha bhakti uktam. Hanam. So Hanam meaning we have to destroy, we have to reduce. Esam as like klesha bhakti. As we understand that kleshas are not good, they are the painful. The same thing here, the bad quality we reduces now. The as like same, we have to reduce this karma sanskaras. This is the meaning of that. So here telling, reduce the karma sanskaras. If they are not reduced, you cannot attain the Kaivalya. 100% you have to reduce. Otherwise, the bhav partay yoga, you know na bhav partay, the quality, the same thing here. So in this stage, if yogi, he completed the karma sanskara, then he will attain the Kaivalya. If he died, then again bhav partay yogi, he will get birth with the same powers. Hope you can correlate the samadhi pada, that bhav partay, it's extra, that's why. All are correlated, this sutras, okay? Yes, please conclude. What is the meaning of this sutra?
So this sutra, Hana Mesham Klesha Vaduktam. So here Sri Maharishi Patanjali is talking about the eventual attainment of Kaivalya. That means if you have to attain Kaivalya, what is it that you should do? Is that you have to remove the kleshas completely. That is the vritti, the chitta vrittis you have to remove, because what has still remained, like even now, even after attaining the Vivekjyana, what is still, there will be some particles which remain. So that has to be finely filtered. So it's like when we sieve the atta, even though the major things go away, still that fine thing remains. So even that has to be completely nirodha. That means have to be completely destroyed. Only then that possibility of Kaivalya is there.
Very good. 29, very important sutra it is. Most important sutra. Most. Dharma made samadhi definition. So dharmic samadhi, sutra number 29. Remember this number also. One time this number asked in UGC. Sutra number 29. So it is pasakhyane api akusidasya. So pasakhyana meaning Vivekjyana. They are telling the highest meditation. It is the Vivekjyana, okay? Highest stage of the samadhi, that is the pasakhyana. Akusidasya. Akusidasya meaning not attached. Everything he got, but detached. As like Hanumanji, who was the full owner of all the powers he had, but not attached, just following the Rama, serving the Rama. Sarvatha Vivekjyana. All kinds of knowledge he know all time, every time. All the powers he has, but still he is detached. So that stage we called it is Dharma Mega Samadhi. And how they are translating? When there is no interest even in the highest meditation, it meaning detached. Dharmic Samadhi develops on account of a complete, so that stage, the detachment stage, as like the Hanumanji stage. So after winning the Lanka, Rama Lakshmana came, then Sita, Mata, she gave a mala to the Hanumanji. So it is a little gift from our side. It is very costly. But Hanumanji, what he did? He threw, he break that mala and he threw. And when someone asked to him why it is so precious, and Mata Sita personal jewelry it was, but you threw it. Why? Then he told, "Na, I'm not attached with these material things. So I have no need of this kinds of pleasure. So where I will take only that things where my Rama is there. Otherwise, I have no need." The same thing here, not attaching with anything, any knowledge, any power, any achievement. So that kind of state, when yogi has, that we called, it is the Dharma Mega Samadhi. Yes, please conclude this sutra.
So, ज्ञेप्य कुसीदस्य सर्वथा विवेकख्याते धर्ममेघः समाधिः. So here Sri Maharishi Patanjali is giving the definition of Dharma Mega Samadhi, which is the highest meditation, attained the highest meditation, where there is absolutely no attachment or connection even with anything of the material world. So the example of Hanuman, there are various bhaktas who have attained that nothing, even their own self don't matter. So that means their entire life is surrendered completely to the highest purpose.
Very good, ma'am. Now, what will happen? What is the benefit of the Dharmic Samadhi? 5-6 times in UGC, the same questions UGC asks, repeated questions, many times these questions in UGC. What is the benefit of the Dharmic Samadhi? Or in another way, which Samadhi helps to reduces the kleshas and the karma? So answer will be Dharmic Samadhi. So the benefit of Dharmic Samadhi, it is Klesha karma nivritti. Please remember, take care properly. Karma, all has to follow. Jati, ayu, bhogaha. Without, because it is the karma principle. But dharma mega samadhi is against the karma principle. Because what is karma principle? Whatever we did, we have to face. We have to do good, then good we have to face. We did bad, bad we have to do. It is the karma principle. Jati, ayu, bhoga, any birth, anywhere, any place, you have to follow. Even after 100 years also you have to follow, but you have to complete that karma sanskar. But here Maharshi Patanjali is telling, if you are following the Dharma Mega Samadhi, Dharmic Samadhi helps to reduces the effect of the karma. Karma will reduce fastly, and kleshas will also reduce completely. So this is the only one Samadhi which reduces the karmas, which reduces the kleshas, because kleshas, avidya, no one can reduce. Because of the avidya, we are getting birth. But following the dharmic samadhi, we can reduce the avidya also. When 100% it will over, then yogi will attain the Kaivalya. If something is pending, then he has to take a rebirth. Now depends on which kinds of dharmic samadhi the yogi he is doing. Okay? Yes, please. Yeah, one of you, can you please conclude this sutra?
Tataha klesha karma nivrittihi. So here Sri Maharshi Patanjali is giving the benefits of Dharma Megha Samadhi, like how he does the other sutras, giving the solution and what is the benefit of that solution. So here when the yogi attains Dharma Megha Samadhi, he gets freedom from klesha and karma, which are the causes of existence. So like initially told that the reason for klesha is avidya, which is the main cause. So to get free from this ultimately is to attain this dharma mega samadhi, which is free even from the karmas and kleshas, and only then can one attain the liberation. Otherwise, even if there is slight of this remaining, then there is rebirth. So the benefit is release from karma and kleshas.
Very good, ma'am. Next is sutra number 31. It is that to the after that, then what will happen? Sarva varna malopetasya. Sarva varna, avran meaning all kinds of covering, avran, restriction. Malopetasya, all kinds of impurity, it will remove. Then jnanasya, on the jnana, the actual knowledge will arise, infinite knowledge, pure knowledge. Jnanasya anantayat, anant meaning infinite, anant, which has no end, endless knowledge. Gayam alpam. So because already he has got the Vivekjyana, he has crossed the dharmic samadhi. So it is common now. So he is knowing everything, everywhere, no impurity, pure consciousness as like the God he will be. So that is the infinite knowledge stage yogi will be. And but he is detached, okay, not attached. Yes, please conclude this sutra.
So the infinity of knowledge here, tada sarva varana malo malape tasya jnanasyana anyata anantaya jaggeya malpam. So here Sri Maharishi Patanjali is talking about what happens after one attains the Dharma Mega Samadhi, gets infinite knowledge. So that means whatever was covering so far, even the slightest of mala which was there, even that is also removed in this after after the yogi has attained this samadhi, and the yogi attains the infinite knowledge, which is dawned on him after all these impurities are removed.
Next is the sutra number 32. How the gunas retire. We retire from the jobs. So Rahul now here, the job of the gunas has done. What is the job of the gunas? Because gunas are responsible for this birth cycle, birth and the death cycle. So here what is there? Tatah. After that. Kritarthanam meaning, so whatever the purpose, whatever the duty of the gunas that has done. What was the duty? Apavarga moksha it has done. Gunatit state. Parinama kram. Samapattir gunanam. Parinama kram. three parinam we discussed now. Samadhi parinam. Samadhi parinam meaning from that Vikchipta to Ekagrita state. Ekagra parinam on the Ekagrita state. Then Ekagrita to Niruddha state. That is Vyutthan. That is so Nirodha Sanskar. That also over. Now fully Nirod Sanskar. Parinam Karma Samapatti. That has done. Now no need to achieve anything. One person, he want to become, he got the President of India, he got all kinds of award, all kinds of things, not in India, even all this world. Now what? Now my all things has done, what I will do? It has done, no? Nothing is pending. Everything is done. Guna Nam. So then Gunas will retire. So it is the stage of the Gunas. Okay. So like that, Gunas will be retired when we attain the Niruddha state fully. Because Niruddha state, it is free from the Gunas. Even Sattvic Guna also not there. No Sattvic, no Rajasic, no Tam. So in the Kaivalya stage, after the Dharma Mega Samadhi, then all the Gunas, they retire. Because if Gunas are there, it means Karma Sanskaras are there. If Gunas are not there, it means Karma Sanskar also not there. If Karma Sanskar not there, it means no Guna there. So without the Gunas, Karma Sanskar is not possible. So already we have destroyed all the Karma Sanskaras with the practice of the Dharmic Samadhi. That's why no Karma Sanskar, no Gunas. So Gunas will retire. Gunatita state will be there. Okay? Yes, please conclude this sutra.
ततः कृतार्थानां परिणामक्रम समाप्तिर्गुणानां. So here Shri Maharishi Patanjali is talking about the retirement of the gunas. That means they end. So even in the earlier one, it was mentioned about how the gunas are responsible for the birth and death cycle, and which controls the entire nature of everything. So once the Dharma Mega Samadhi has been attained, the yogi crosses even this guna state. That means the becomes a gunatita. That means the effect of the gunas also will cease. So that is the parinam, the result of the Dharma Mega Samadhi, where all the states, even the apavarga, that means the purnatvam is attained. That means once the highest state is attained, then there is nothing more to attain, and then that becomes the end of the samadhi.
Very good, ma'am. Last second sutra it is. These questions came in my attempt in 2020. What is kramaha? This question came. I remember very well, yeah, during when I was giving UGC exam. Kshana pratiyogi parinama aparananta nigrahya kramaha. So what is kramaha? Kram meaning sequence, the process. So what happened now? Starting, just remember your school time. Why parents are waking up me early morning? Why I do exercise? Why I take foods? Why I am going school? Why I am doing study? That kind of students, now they confuse me. Why I am doing this thing? I don't know. What is the use of that? That kinds of confusion in my time also, I think everywhere it is like that. All the kids, because they don't know what is the use of this knowledge, use of early waking up early morning, use of doing exercise. They don't know. But later, when they become elder, and then we say, oh, my friend, he was not doing exercise. Now he is facing cancer. Now he is diabetes. I am not facing diabetic because my parents, they carried me. My teachers, they taught me regular do this thing, eat this thing. That's why I have no disease right now. So it is what it is. So later we get to know why we did that, why our parents followed that schedule, why our teachers were scolding, why Rahul sir was scolding. Be active in the class. Now chapter is going to over. Then when you will go, when you will interact with the other students, then you will get to know what is the use of present in the live class, not in the recording class. In the live class, you can share your ideas, you can ask questions, you can take your doubts. But in recording, it is not possible. So like that, many kinds of things. After completing the chapter, after completing the any kind of story or event, then we get to know why that process is important, why I should make the notes. So Chana Pratiyogi. Chan meaning the moments, the smallest unit of the time. Pratiyogi. So it is moment corresponding all the sequence by sequence, seconds by seconds, which kinds of changes are there. Parinama aparanant. After the result, then you will get to know aparanant nigrahya. So when the things will be completely over. Right now also, I cannot say that it is over. No. When you will complete the UGC exam and you will succeedingly qualify NET JRF, then you will remember my words. Oh, Rahul sir was telling me, study like that. Oh, that's why he was telling, make notes yourself. Do study regularly. Don't waste your time. Focus properly. Now I am able to crack the exam. Later you will get to know when things will be completed. But right now, maybe some few persons, they are feeling torture. Why he is telling, why I make notes, why I attend class. So presently, most of the persons, they confuse, they don't know. But the person who has completed that stage, right now I am your senior in this syllabus, so I have completed this target. That's why easily I know what is the process. If you follow, then you will get. Otherwise, you will regret later. So that is the krama, that is the actual process. The person who has experienced, he know better what is the actual process. So okay, just another example, the adult, okay, who telling now in our Haryana, this is famous now, who is more knowledgeable. The thing is that who is study, no. Study person is not more knowledgeable. The person who is aged, who is elder, who is old, he is actual knowledgeable. He has the experience of life. Now I am only 28. I have book knowledge only, not life knowledge. I did not, I'm right now single only. I have no experience of kids also, no experience of wife also, not experience of job also. That's why I cannot say that I have experienced everything. I am the most knowledgeable person. No, it will be wrong. Actual, who is old person, who has experienced all that things, as like Usama right now here in the class. So the person who has experience, he know what is the process of the life, what is the right path of the life, which kinds of things a kid should follow, a young should follow, husband should follow, wife should follow. They know better because they had completed that process. So that is krama. Later, the thing, bad thing is that now later we get to know. During we don't know. During we confuse. We get torture. If students they get to know during, then they can get success before also. So yeah, this is the karma. Why, how after the Chanaparti yogi, seconds by seconds, not a single times that things happens. So later we get to know, oh, right now, Drid Bhumihi, I am so powerful in this subject, so knowledgeable on this subject, just because of my that teacher, my parents, my friends, they contributed me. That's why right now I am on this stage. Then he will recommend to the other juniors and their students. So this is the krama that we got to know. Parinama, after the result we get to know that things. At the end we know this thing. Okay, yes, please conclude this sutra. What is krama?
So, Sutra number 33, Shana Prati Yogi Parinama Paranta Nirgraha Kramaha. So, here Maharishi Patanjali is explaining about the process. That means how the process is important to attain anything. So, like you explained, that even for attaining the net, even though we may be good at the subject, but to crack that exam, you need to know the intricacies of how to, attempt the answers, because it can be so confusing. Again, we apply the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, where there's distinction between, the two answers may look so similar that you'll not be able to know exactly which one till you've got the entire knowledge about it. And so the sequence is important, the process is important to attain. And once this yogi has attained this stage, he has gone through the grind of the process from his gurus, and he has now experienced the ultimate result. And then he's the one who can now advise as to what is the correct method of attaining this.
Very good. Excellent. So here we can assume that Maharishi Patanjali ji, he attained the Kaivalya. That's why he is showing this path also in the systematic way. Last is the Kaivalya, Sutra number 34. Purusartha Sunyanam Gunanam Partiparsoha. It means Purusartha Sunyanam, meaning what is the purpose of the Purusa? To free from the body, free from the Prakriti. Tada drashtu sarupe avasthanam. Establish his own nature. Purusartha Sunya, all things has done. Gunanam, the gunas, Sattvic, Rasic, Tamasic, all the functions, Partiparsoha. Partiparsa meaning all the functions of the gunas that has done. Now nothing is pending to do. That is the Kaivalya. And in that stage, what will happen? Sarupa Pratishtha. Sarupa Pratishtha meaning establish in the own nature. Tada drashtu sarupe avasthanam. The same thing it is Sarupa Pratishtha. The actual form of the Purusa, the soul, right now the soul is bounded in our body. Then it will free and it will merge the actual, the pure consciousness, actual establish his actual nature. Chitte Saktirite, Chitte meaning Purusa. The Purusa, it will establish in his own nature, that is pure consciousness. Okay, so that is the Kaivalya. With this sutra, congratulations, Yogdarshan is completed. Now, one of you please revise last sutra. It is.
Purushartha Shunyanam Pratiprasvaha Kaivalyam Swarupa Pratishtha Va Chitta Shakti Riti. So here Maharishi Patanjali is ending the Patanjali Yoga Sutras with this sutra number 34, which is talking about the final goal which has been attained, the Kaivalya. The yogi has attained the final goal, which is the purpose of the Purusha. And he has now devoid of any of the gunas. That means there is no gunas. All the gunas have finished their functions and they have exited. And with that, the yogi has attained liberation. That state, which is the pure consciousness, which is the nature of the self. And he's established, the yogi is established in this nature, which is called the Kaivalya state. And with this, the end of the thing. So it's like, just understanding the whole process coming to an end And knowing that, yes, now that the yogi is ultimately, it's like the movie, the suspense is over. Now we've seen what has happened, that he has attained the Kaivalya.
Very good. And on exam point of view, iti word is important here. This question can in exam. Why iti? What is the meaning of iti here? Iti meaning that is over, that's all. It meaning here Maharishi Patanjali is telling, okay, over. Now I also told, okay, over, now no class. Complete. So now here Patanjali is telling, over, Yogdarshan over, now no sutra. Iti, okay? So big congratulations to all of you. Finally, you did. And the big contribution of Usha ma'am. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Usha ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You've taken all the trouble and really helped us to understand it with so much depth, honestly. I've attended this Yoga Sutra classes elsewhere also, but yeah, you have really done an excellent job. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, ma'am. Can you please conclude class with Shanti Mantra, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Join your hands together. Namaskar Mudra.